Book 1, Chapter 15. It's 2005 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Some days into 27's stay on Captain Hope's. He moves stealthily along the length of the boat's darkened interior. His holdall rests on his back, and the silhouette of a sword's crossguard grip and pommel protrudes at its top. He clutches a pillow in one hand and a small metal torch in the other. The beam illuminates the narrow passageway. He reaches an oak door with a solid gold handle, its concentric circle detailing only just discernible. Placing the pillow down, he removes the bag, quietly resting it on the floor. He takes the pillow in his hand again and inches the door open, at the same time pocketing the flashlight. Drawn towards the sound of gentle snoring, the room's intruder creeps in the direction of a strange mix between a hammock and a bunk. Reaching a bedside table, he lifts Benjamin's silver pocket watch and maneuvers the pillow in front of his host's face. He draws a deep breath and then stalls. Got what I came for at last. Gotta confess, you looked after me, fed me, body and soul. Could have forgotten everything and fallen under your spell, but it just so happens you've been with the wrong man to do the right thing. The pillow is pressed on Benjamin's face until the snoring stops. Strange feeling, that. Maybe it's what other people mean when they talk about pity. But upset the wrong people, Gov, and, an enforcer's got to enforce. Leaving the unlikely weapon resting, bent like a giant fortune cookie on his victim's face, he reaches around and under it to the rear of Benjamin's neck. His fingers encircle a cold silver chain. Important to you, so might be worth something. Well, it's a trophy, ain't it? Just as 27 is about to tug the necklace from Benjamin's neck, a hand grasps his wrist. Not that, my friend, and in future I suggest you check your victim is dead before attempting to relieve them of their most important possessions. The pillow falling from his face, Benjamin scoops the pocket watch from his assailant's other hand and releases his grip on his wrist. Leaving everything behind, the would-be assassin bolts, stumbling in the darkness. In seconds he is up on deck and just moments later far from the canal. He runs and runs through the empty lamplit streets until he collapses, gasping for air. His movements have been immediate and seemingly involuntary. Perhaps it is the shock of being possessed in this way more than the impact of running at full pelt, or even the astonishment of a dead man revived, that's wreaked havoc on his system. Gradually regaining his breath, he finds himself rubbing at his wrist, evidently assessing the severity of an injury. Back at the boat, and with the boat's captain now lying in a slightly elevated position, Platypus is sprawled on Benjamin's ample stomach. Maybe I should use an additional pillow every night from now on, Mr. B. How about tomorrow we take this little occurrence as a catalyst for an adventure? What could poor old Hopes have done this time to elicit the attention of such a characterful young man, and more importantly those that dispatched him? I feel a ride in the Interceptor is long overdue, as is the companionship of a certain Miss May. The cat closes one eye and purrs. Benjamin smiles and examines his silver pocket watch with the light from a new possession. A torch was such a thoughtful donation. What will they call me now? No longer the master of gin, but the robber of robbers. After killing the torch's beam and setting it and the watch gently on his bedside table, Benjamin closes his eyes and allows the movement of the boat to rock him back to a contented slumber.